Now, what you have to remember here is never apply sa bank loan. Kamusta na kaya itong mga properties dito ngayon? Pwede na kayang i-flip ang mga reco? The reason why you're supposed to buy a Pasalo property in 2024.
Hello Real Pros, we are back for another season, and one of the best ways to start a new season is by getting back to your comments. I know matagal ako nawala, and then last year few lang yung videos na na-upload, pero this year will be a little bit more consistent. No, marami kasi kaming inayos. We have a new company, we have a new branding, we have new real estate strategies that I would like to share to all of you. So, pero for today, I'll be catching up with your comments muna since matagal nga akong na MIA. And if you're interested, continue watching this vlog. Welcome to Real Pro. What happens to your balance if you sell your condo at turnover? Say you paid 20% down payment and you have a remaining 80%, but you have a buyer already. What's the common way, or is there like an understanding with the buyer on the payment process to the developer? Well, kailangan bayaran ni buyer sa inyo yung 20% plus capital appreciation, and then yung usapan nyo sa kung sinong magbabayad ng transfer. Usually si seller yung nagbabayad ng transfer in this case since wala pa siyang capital gain. Kung meron naman siya capital gains, diretso kay BIR. And then si seller, yung remaining 80%, babayaran niya to kay developer either through bank loan or cash. If through bank loan, siya yung mag-a-apply nito. Now, what you have to remember here is never apply sa bank loan. No, if gusto nyo i-turn over yung unit nyo, ay never apply sa bank loan if gusto nyo i-flip yung unit nyo. So, ibig sabihin nun, if you're planning to sell your unit, kung kaya nyo pa siya hindi i-take out sa bank, huwag nyo i-take out. Kasi once tinake out nyo na, mahihirapan na kayo ibenta. So, you can ask the developer to extend your payment, or dahil hindi pa naman tina-turn over, use the PD 957 wherein until hindi pa ready for turnover, you're not supposed to pay the balance kahit due ka na dun sa amortization table mo. Okay, next question. How do you pay for the balance? Tinatanong niya, how do I pay for the balance ng mga condos na binabayaran ko? When in fact, that's around 80% since most of this pandemic ko binili. And nandito na tayo sa year wherein balance na siya. Well, ang ginagawa ko is usually I only pay the balance for 2 condominiums. So, around 3 condominiums or 4 condominiums, hindi ko to binabayaran. So, sinesell ko yung 4 condominiums, and then yung kita ko doon and yung gains ko doon, yun yung ginagamit ko para mabayaran yung balance, no? Pero during the time ng equity payment, yung lahat ng properties na yun, yung capital appreciation niya, tumataas din talaga. So, natutulungan ako i-pay yung balance na kailangan ko para sa remaining 2 condos na gusto ko i-keep, no, for long term. So, hi, what are the good schools that offer REM course? I live in Makati and Quezon City. Well, if tatanong nyo ako kung ano yung good school, syempre dun sa kung saan ako nagtuturo, which is iAcademy and PCU. Pero if titignan nyo din naman yung board rankings, highest tong mga schools na to, no? Especially iAcademy, lagi silang number 1 sa board exam. And I've been teaching there since 2017. So, kung gusto nyo ako maging prof, then iAcademy is the school. And then meron din nagtanong dito, how much is the tuition fee for REM? So, it could range as high as 120,000 pesos, I think. So, medyo mahal na nga siya ngayon. Especially for second courser or fast track. Pero usually, 3 terms lang siya. No? So, investment would be around 500,000 pesos. Pero there are alternative schools naman wherein around 30 to 40,000 lang sila per term. So, total investment mo could be around 120,000 pesos if second degree taker ka. Pero it's worth it kasi sa real estate, madali kitain yan eh. Okay, next. Okay, stay away from this condo Pasalo. Too many complicated hidden fees. Why take over the headache from a distressed seller? So, the reason why you're supposed to buy a Pasalo property in 2024 is because ang taas na ng prices ng real estate, especially if you were not able to buy in 2020 or 2021. Most of the time, itong mga bumibili pa sa law is our end users or kailangan RFO na yung properties. And a lot of times then meron pang inventory sa developer. Pero developer prices could be speculative at a lot of times, no? So, sobrang taas niya na. So, even if maganda yung payment terms ni developer or minsan meron silang mga early move-in promo, medyo mas mataas din talaga yung value nung babayaran mo compared when you're buying a pasalo property. So, I guess it still depends on the strategy. Ganun pa rin. Okay, next. Hello, how do we know the developer price? Ayan, speaking of developer price, you can ask your agent or broker kung ano ba yung updated prices. Pero as I said, huwag kayo aasa sa developer price because it's usually not the fair market value. So if naalala niyo yung turo ko noon, always have a threshold ng around 15 to 20%. Next, kamusta na kaya itong mga properties dito ngayon? Pwede na kayang i-flip ang mga reco? So this was, I think, recommendations ko nung 2021, 3 years ago. And unfortunately, hindi siya kasing taas ng mga predictions natin because of slow economic growth and marami pang ibang factors. Pwedeng saturated market, meron yung POGOs, etc. Pero it doesn't mean na hindi nag-earn tong mga to. Yes, nag-earn sila pero not just as high as we want. And ang dami rin kasi nag-flip, ang dami rin nagto-turnover. Sobrang dami yung bumili ng condo nung pandemic tapos hindi nila tinatapos. So it kinda affects the supply and demand of things. Pero there are really condominiums na sobrang ganda nung capital appreciation niya. Pero let's be realistic naman when flipping these properties. Very informative po, sir. Thank you so much. Or thank you for watching kahit nung wala ko, kahit nung MIA ako. Meron po ba kayong seminar for the certificate for real estate? Thank you. We haven't done a seminar for 2 to 3 years na ata. Pero since we have a new company, it's called Firm Realty or Finance Institute and Realty Management. We also have like yung academic branch na, which is the Firm Academy. We'll be opening up a lot of seminars no, or real estate seminars. Medyo busy lang ngayon. Pero I promise, meron yan sa second half of the year. Next, sir, what are your thoughts about Capital Town Pampanga? Well, Pampanga is always a good investment. So, hotspot yan. Maraming nakatingin dyan. Kaya lang parang last week bumabaha sa Pampanga. So, I'm not sure with the planning no nitong lugar na to. Pero in terms of potential for capital appreciation with the development ng airport, New Clark City, etc., okay talaga yan. Hi sir, ask po sana if ever po ba nag-buy kami ng pre-selling condo na nagbayad kami ng reservation, pwede po ba namin ma-refund yung reservation fee na binayad namin? Since before mag-start yung monthly payment, nagsabi na di na itutuloy dahil di nagkaunawan ng price and monthly payment. As far as I know, hindi pwede, non-refundable tong mga payments na to. Pero if kaya mo hanapan ng loophole, let's say for example, fault ng agent, hindi kayo nagkaunawaan sa monthly amortization, then pwede ka mag-complain sa developer and they might refund it to you. Pero syempre may mga cost yan. Example like notarization cost, etc. They might deduct it. Pero in general, hindi mo talaga yan refund. Mahirap po ba kumuha ng condo unit especially when budget is really limited? Yes, mahirap kumuha ng condo unit pag limited budget ka because it's a game of cash flow. Kailangan marami kang cash flow sa bank, no? And hindi ka magmi-miss ng payments. Kasi let's say for example, nagbabayad ka ng 3 years and then naubusan ka. Pagdating ng 3rd year, mawawala yan, ma-forfeit yung condominium sa'yo. If hindi mo na mabayaran, sayang yung mga binayaran mo nung mga past years. So, make sure na meron kang proper equity. So, lagi ko nga sinasabi, before getting a condominium unit, dapat at least meron kang 10 to 15% na nakapark na sa bank mo and then you're still actively working. May pagkukuhanan ka pa rin ng salary. Sir, I'm your new subscriber here. Sana ma-notice mo, I'm a seafarer and I plan to have a condo unit soon. But I need tips or guides from you as an expert on this field. Can I have a few questions? Where can I access you or contact you online for more queries if tama ba talaga sa plano ko ang location at klase ng unit na kukunin ko. So, I've been gone for a while, so a lot has changed. So, but you can contact me at richard.firmrealty@gmail.com. Yan na yung bago kong contact details. If you have anything in mind, I know I was MIA or missing in action. San ba ako nanggaling? Well, nag-aral ako abroad and then nag-rebranding kami. We changed company, we changed strategy, system, we manage yung flipping ng mga properties ng clients, etc. Maraming nangyari, so I got too busy and di na rin kinakapan. Nag-adjust kayo from pandemic to reality, nag-adjust kayo from being at home, pandemic, until busy na ulit din kayo. But now we're back, no? And we'll continue to be making videos as part of our daily task dito sa company na to. Hello po, just found your channel recently and binge watching it. Update naman po please for 2024 pre-selling condo na good for flipping. Mahaba-habang discussion to. I promise to make a content about it. So watch out for it. Pero ipopost pa rin naman namin yung mga reviews niya. So meron sa Shang, sa DMCI, etc. Pero mind you, it's really gonna be expensive. So dapat maganda yung strategy at yung exit strategies mo dito. Hi Richard, what's actually the process when flipping property which is still on mortgage? If cash buyer ka, wala kang problema, easy transaction lang to, medyo straightforward lang to. You just get the cash and pay it sa bank and then yung difference, yun yung capital appreciation mo. But if bank loan din yung buyer mo, then ang mangyayari dito, you make sure na the same yung bank nyo para wala kang problema, and then they would do an assume balance or assume loan, no? So parang matra-transfer lang yung loan sa kanya. So that's a lot easier. If meron kang bank, make sure doon din kukuha ng loan yung buyer mo para hindi ma-complicate yung things. Since kaya lang mag-internal transfer ng documents. So that's it, Real Pro. If mapapansin nyo, bumilis ako magsalita na sanay ako mag-vlog because of short form videos. So I am in TikTok pero walang related sa real estate doon. If you want to continue watching my vlogs and meron kayong updated questions for 2024, comment it down below. I know hindi ko pa sinagot on how to really flip properties in 2024 kasi medyo mahaba tong discussion na to, pero I promise isusunod ko na siya sa mga content natin in the coming weeks. So, thank you for watching. Uso pa ba to? Like, share, and subscribe. This is your Real Pro, Richard Carvajal, and thank you for watching.